in the city and we still got time. In the lights and we still gon' shine. Take the wheel and we still gon' ride.
I paid all my bills for a lifetime. Shawty said she love me for a lifetime. I went to the jeweler, told him ice mine, so I can stand outside and be your sunshine.
So you guys, I was trying to prop you guys up because I'm in my car, and I actually just bought like a mount thing for my car, and it's not even working. So whatever. So hopefully you guys are able to like see me and I'm not so high, like you guys can see my face. Yeah. So I decided to pick up my phone and vlog and basically talk to you guys on how I started like my first travel assignment. If you guys are new to my channel, I am a travel healthcare worker. Yeah, so for the last year, well, honestly, it's about to make a year in a couple of weeks. So time has been flying by like crazy. And I feel as if I made a great choice. Like, I'm very happy. Very, very, very happy because I feel as if I'm making my own schedule. Even though previously, even before like the travel assignments, I would make my schedule. But the agencies are more like, I want to go here, or I want to go to this state. What do you have in this state? How much? Are you able to pay me $2 more? It's like you're kind of like a boss in a way, because you're able to negotiate your prices depending on your recruiter. Because, you know, some recruiters, honey, they won't budge at all. But there's some that are like, okay, sure, you know, I'll raise your hourly pay about maybe like $2 or $3, whatever the case is. But anyways, let me tell you guys how I started my first travel assignment and what made me even think about traveling. Because I was staff, I worked at a hospital, and I was basically doing administration work, and I was tired of it. I was tired of the pay. I would go to work and I'm just not happy, like not happy. And that's the worst feeling. Like, you got to go to work for 12 hours now and you're not happy. But you know you got to go to work because you know you got to get paid. So I was basically doing administration work, and I was working 12 hours, and I was able to make like my own schedule in a way. But I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with the money. I just wasn't happy with the amount of work I had to do. Feeling non-appreciated. Like, I just was not happy. And I would go to work, literally, I would be like behind a desk working on other things. If you guys do not know, I am a cosmetologist. Oh my God, you guys are like moving. I need to get a new, oh my God. Hold on, you guys. Let me try to like position you guys. Then you guys can't see me at all. How do vloggers vlog? Like, damn, who's calling me? Hold on, you guys. So you guys, sorry, I was trying to get my phone holder like situated, but you guys might be falling all over the place. I need to order another one on Amazon, because I actually bought this at, I think, Marshall's. But yeah, so anyways, so I would like go to work and work on other things. Like I was saying, I am a licensed cosmetologist, so I do hair like on the side or whatever. I started off doing lashes. I started off doing hair when I was younger, and then I learned how to do lashes, and I was doing lashes for about a year, and I just kind of slowed down and like just eventually stopped doing lashes, and I've just been doing hair, mainly braids. So I would literally be promoting my business and try to schedule my appointments and everything basically at work. Like, I would be behind my desk working. Whatever had to do with my business, I would be doing at work. So, yeah. So, I would be doing that every day, and I would just not be happy at all. So, it was one night where it was a traveler. Like, we had traveling nurses, as well as traveling nursing assistants as well. So one of the nursing assistants, which was a traveler, I never really talked to her. Like, we would say like good afternoon or good morning, but that was it. Like, I felt as if the travelers would never really talk to us because they felt as if they were getting maybe like the horrible assignments, because of course they get paid more than staff, which now I could look back and be like, that's why they're so antisocial or just in their own world. I know why now, today, because I've been working a lot of travel assignments. But anyways, so she came to the desk and she basically needed something for a patient or whatever. So I ended up printing it out or whatever. It was something that she needed, and I was able to give her. And we just randomly just started talking. Like, she was just like, how long have you been working here? Things like that. So we just randomly started talking, and we was talking and talking. And then we just randomly just started talking about like the travel assignments. And she was like, oh, like, have you ever thought about doing the traveling assignments and things like that? Because I always had like my nursing assistant license. I always kept it active, even though I wasn't working with it, because I'm like, yo, they don't get paid shit. Like, you literally do not get paid nothing. So I stopped doing it, but I always kept it active, and I was just doing other stuff that was basically paying my bills and helping me or whatever. I was doing hair, so I'm still doing hair to this day. But I was doing other things that were helping me financially, but I wanted more. So I told her, I'm like, yeah, I applied for this company a while ago, but that company was more kind of like a last minute type thing. Like, they didn't have a set date. Like, they'll give you a time frame and be like, hey, around this time or whatever, we might need you to fly out here or whatever. But when I applied and they did have a position available for me, I wasn't able to just get up and just fly and just go to the assignment. Like, with me in my life, I like to have things planned out. Like, I don't like to feel as if I'm like all over the place. I want to feel as if like I want to know what I'm doing at what time and organize my life, because I was still setting up appointments for my hair business, and that was my income. That was basically most of my income was my hair. I was doing hair, and I told her, it never worked out. But honestly, recently I have been thinking about it, but I haven't really looked at other companies that had more of a stability, meaning that was more like organized. Like, I need to know like what day, when am I flying out, this and that. So I just was really thinking at that moment, I'm like, damn, I want something different. Like, I need to apply. I need to look at like other jobs. I need to do something today. So she was talking about the company that she was with, and she was real comfortable and like told me how much they were paying her and the nurses. And when she told me the amount, I'm not gonna tell you the amount, but when she first told me the amount for like the nurses, I'm like, okay, I need to hop back with school. I need to get my shit together. Yo, the amount that she told me for nurses, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. She was like, no. So I was like, so, hold on just a second. My recruiter's calling me. So, yeah, you guys, sorry, that was my recruiter, so I had to pick up or whatever. But, anyways, so what I was saying was, so that day, when we had that conversation, and we were talking for literally like 45 minutes, she was just honestly telling me to pay and about the company, and how like she just started with this company, and the reason why she wanted to stop doing staff and things like that, you know, the benefits and traveling and all of that. And I knew that prior to even talking to her. I just really haven't looked at any other companies versus that company that I found before, but the schedule didn't work. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the application. So literally that night, because it was night shift that I worked, so it's like that night I literally told myself, I'm applying and I'm gonna get a call back. I'm applying and I'm going to get a call back. And that's exactly what I did. I did my application. I already had like my resume in my email. So I literally opened up my email. This is while I was at work, you guys. Yeah. I don't suggest to do this, but anyways, whatever. I was in my own little area working, so nobody would bother me or whatever. So I uploaded my resume, this and that, whatever. So I kid you not, a few days after I got her number and all of that or whatever, she told me, hey, if nobody calls you, let me know. I'll give you my recruiter number and this and that. And when people help you as far as talking to a recruiter, it works out in your benefit because it could speed up the process a little bit versus you doing the application and you're just waiting for them to call you back. Unless they really, really, really need people, they will call you back literally that same day. And I had that done before. After I did this application, like literally down the line, I was doing other applications for other agencies and they would call me literally that same day or the next day. That's how bad it was. And this was all around the time when COVID was starting, and you know, COVID had already been there for a couple of months, but it was just getting worse. Like it was like right at the peak, right when they were really giving a really good amount of money. Like, yeah, so it was like right there. So a few days, whatever, somebody contacted me, boom, they had a position for me. And the position was actually at home. Like, it was at home. Like, it was at home. They were still paying me travel pay, COVID pay, whatever. And travel pay and COVID pay, because they were giving me per diem, meaning like my food expenses, as well as they were providing housing. Now, keep in mind, I live maybe over 50 miles to that location, and a lot of agencies, for you to be considered travel, you have to live more than like 50 miles for you to be considered travel, for you to have that extra pay. So, boom. They sent me my contract. They had the hotel already situated and everything. Like, the hotel was clean. And I'm very picky about hotels. Like, thankfully, the agencies that I've been working with, the hotels has been clean. Like, real clean. Not regular. So, boom. I got my contract. I submitted my contract. They wanted me to actually check into the hotel that same night. So I literally had to drop my kids off to my mom's house. And I'm like, hey, Mom, can you please take the kids to school or whatever? And I was going to basically figure out my schedule because I did not want to lose that money. So what I did with my job, I actually took a leave of absence. So I'm not going to lie, around that time, a lot of people who were staff, they were taking a leave of absence. They still want to keep their job, but they want to make whatever money that they can make during their leave of absence. So that's what I did. I took a leave of absence. I didn't want to leave the job. I took a leave of absence. I was working with the agency for like a couple of weeks or whatever. And then it ended, and I was at that same facility, but with a different agency. So I was still getting like my same hours or whatever. I got all my schedule situated, like with the kids. I was on a leave of absence. I was like figuring that out so that way I could still have a job and I won't be without a job when all of this was done or whatever. Because around that time, you didn't know when COVID would be finished. Like, you didn't know. Like, it wasn't like, okay, COVID came and COVID will be done on this day, or there's gonna be less cases or this and that. Like, you did not know. You literally did not know. So you was basically playing it by ear. So I would literally, like, of course, like, go home because I was like able to go back home but still have the hotel there or whatever. So I would go back home, you know, see my kids or whatever, and just pretty much ride back to the hotel or whatever, like later on that night or whatever, so that way I could wake up on time and begin work. Like, the hotel was literally 5 minutes away from the place where I had to work, and it was a COVID site. So I really loved it. I honestly fell in love the first time I looked at my first paycheck. I was like, whoa. It was like unbelievable. That first check was literally, keep in mind, I was working part-time at the hospital. I wasn't full-time. I was part-time. That check was literally more than about a month and a half worth of work. That check was just amazing. I was able to do so much with that one check. I kid you not. That money was like, whoa, this is what I made in 1 week. I literally called that girl. I'm like, you are a blessing. You opened up my eyes when my eyes was trying to open, but it wasn't fully open because I didn't know what I wanted to do. She literally opened my eyes and I realized, why am I settling? Why am I settling? What am I losing? I could find a job anywhere, any hospital right now, literally. Thank God. I called her and I'm like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Literally, I took that leave of absence, I think that following week when I spoke to her, because the job was starting and I needed to hop on that. So I took a leave ASAP. So it was so funny because she was working that week that I took that leave of absence. She was like, hey, did you start working or whatever? And I'm like, yep. And she was like, oh, because I didn't see you like at work or this and that. I was like, girl, I started working and, you know, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate it. Like I told her again, like, I really appreciate it. So ever since then, I was just working with travel agencies. Like, I was working with agencies from that moment on. Even when I came back off of the leave of absence, I literally went per diem. And per diem is basically like you're making your own schedule. Like, you're making your own schedule. Nobody could tell you, hey, you have to work this day. You have to work that way. You have to work that day or this and that. You had to work a certain amount of days within a certain amount of months or whatever. Yeah, you did have to do it a day or two, so that way you're still active with the company. And with this company that I was working with, I had to remain active for other purposes. It was other things I was trying to work on in my life that I basically needed that steady job history or whatever, which I'm still currently working on it right now, but I needed to still stay active with the job. So from that moment on, I just been working with different agencies. I honestly could say that right now I am still under about 10 agencies. Yeah. About 10 agencies, meaning that they have like my physical, like all my paperwork, my background, everything is done. Everything is done, and I'm able to find a job with any one of these agencies or whatever. Right now, I'm currently on an assignment, and it's at home. So So I was at home and I'm loving it. Money's good, benefits good. Like, I'm loving it. I'm literally going to renew my lease. I mean, not my lease, my contract or whatever. My contract ends, the current position that I'm in right now, my contract ends in a couple of weeks. And I literally just spoke to my recruiter when I just told you guys to hold on. So I just spoke to her and I told her that I wanted that week. I wanted a week in between my contract to be off. So she did approve it. So what I'm gonna do is just contact the manager and just let them know again or whatever, that I'll be taking like that week off because I got other things that I just want to do before I like redo my contract. So that was basically like a story time. I wanted to just give you guys encouragement and let you guys know that you are able to like change your life and make a drastic change. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that, oh, my life is perfect, but my life has changed ever since I've been working with like agencies. I feel as if my life has literally changed for the better. I have been able to accomplish so much within this year time frame, because I think it's been about a year since I've been working with the travel agencies. My life has changed. I feel as if it has changed. It has changed for the better. I am so blessed. I'm so happy. And you guys can also do it. Like, I'm not saying to leave your staff job meaning like if you work at a hospital or if you're part-time or full-time. I'm not saying leave your staff job. But if you're able to go per diem and work with travel agencies, like, I would recommend it. But who am I to tell you what to do? I just wanted to let you guys know and tell you guys my story on like how I got started. And I'm just happy. I'm blessed. And it's gonna go up from here. Like, I have so much planned. I'm definitely gonna bring you guys along. I'm gonna vlog more. And yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening to me talk in my car. I'm actually at the park right now. Yes, I'm at the park right now. I'm about to work out because your girl got to work out. I've been feeling a little heavy or whatever, so I need to work out. I need to do my hair. I just left the hair store. And yeah, so I'll come back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys soon.
All these sacrifices, damn, I made it look easy. Doing shows on the road, know you need me. Shout out to my lifetime, and I'm not talking about TV.
For the grind, for the time that you pick your whole life just to see the bright lights with the shine. Comes the shade, and with the love comes the hate.